See, the blessings of the Lord make it rich and he adds no sorrow to it. When I tell you God's blessings add no sorrow, we don't be tripping, we don't be crying, we don't have to be worrying about where it's going. See, but when it comes to your enemies, especially the ones that have been using spell work to take from you, to take your destiny, honey, to take what is yours, see, they got to worry about it being taken from them because you know the enemy, the devil, the one that they serve, honey, you already know he ain't playing fair. They be thinking he they friend, baby. I don't know where they get that from, but baby, they got it all twisted. That ain't gonna do nothing but have them sitting here worrying about what's gonna happen. See, we ain't gotta worry. When it comes to the Lord, baby, we be putting our trust in him and he gonna come through every single time. He gonna do what it do, baby. When I tell you God is about to bless your game, he's bringing blessings on top of blessings. He's doing it double, okay? He's doing double for your trouble. There's so many blessings that come when God brings blessings to you, but when it comes to that evil work, baby, that dirty work, when it comes to that dirty work, it ain't gonna come right. It comes with so many burdens. It comes with things that you have to worry about. These people that have been working against you to take from you, baby, they got to worry about so much. They got to keep doing what they doing. They got to keep doing their little spell work. They got to keep on trying to conjure things up from you. But God is saying that I've already protected the wealth that I've given to you, and the wealth that they have, that they think they have, see, it's for you. Everything that they've done, see, God causes all things to work together for your good. So the wealth, the blessings, everything that they thought they took from you, it's already yours. He gives it to you, baby. See, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for his people. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all got to understand that these people will really try to make it seem like they have more than you. They will throw it in your face and shove it in your mouth and tell you, look, I got it more than you. They keeping up with the Joneses, trying to do everything they supposed to do, what they think they supposed to do. When it comes to working that work, that dirty work, they doing everything, baby. They crossing their T's and dotting their I's, and they really thought that it was about to work for them because they was taken from you. They knew the plans that God had for you, and you did too, and God did too. But they thought that they could override what God had for you. They thought they could take from you and keep on taking. But God says, baby, it's the end all be all. These people ain't going to continue to take from my people. You better know the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I keep telling y'all that. That is the word for the rest of this year. The last shall be first and the first shall be last, because that's what's happening, okay? That's what God is doing. He's moving things out the way that don't belong. And those people that you thought was your friend, they don't belong. You thought, see those people that's been moving, and you like, where they went? Why they don't call me no more? Why they don't text me no more? That's why, because God is moving them out the way. They moving them to the back. They got to go to the back, baby. Go to the back of the line. Back of the line. Type in the comments, back of the line. Because, baby, we up front. We up next, baby. We up now, period. Those things that you thought that you lost, those people that you thought that you lost, they're being replaced. Everything is being restored. Everything that God wanted for you, he's restoring your life. He's restoring the blessings that he wanted for your life. He wanted everything to be brand new. See, he's doing a new thing. See, he's causing things to spring forth even in the fall. He's causing things to spring up forth even in the wintertime. Do you hear me? When things are supposed to be frozen and stopped, okay? When it's supposed to be stopped from growing, but you're still growing. God says, I will grow you even in the seasons when it wasn't time for you to grow. I will grow you right in front of your enemies. I will place that table before you in the presence of your enemies. They thought that they could stop you, but I keep telling y'all they could never stop you, block you, break you, nor shake you. There's nothing they can do about the things that they want to do. They keep trying. I'm telling you, they had plan after plan. Every plan has failed. Type in the comments, the plan failed. See, the plans that your enemies thought that they could plan towards you, it's failed. It failed. It was nothing that they could do to make anything that God already prepared before you in the presence of your enemies, that they could ever stop it. They could never stop that, baby. It was nothing they could do to make it change. Nobody can change the things that God has already placed in front of you. He's already placed it on your birthright. It is your birthright to win. It is your birthright to keep going. It's your birthright to be the one to break the generational curses, baby. Do you hear me? I'm so amazed at how God is doing these things, but I'm so amazed that your enemies really thought that they could outpower God. But he's showing them that, baby, you can't outpower me. You can't do nothing that I didn't give you the right to do, baby. They can't do nothing without answering to God. They got to ask God for what they going to do. See, even those things that they working with, even the deities that they work with got to come and consult with God. They can't touch you without God saying, okay, you can touch that one, but not that one. God said, they ain't touching you. They can't touch you. They can't do nothing to you unless I allow them. And God says, not this time, baby. I got you. I got your back. You trust and believe. See, your enemies, them the same ones that said they had your back, that they was rocking with you, that they was with you to the end, that they was 10 toes down for you, baby. Them the ones, the very ones that's trying to take from you. Them the very ones that thought that they could take what God had for you, baby. But God said, no, baby, I got them. I'm going to show them one thing. Look, he going to show them a thing or two. You got to understand that he don't play about you. God don't play about his people. He ain't playing about you because he know that you are standing 10 toes down for him. So you best believe he going to stand 10 toes, 10 fingers, 2 eyes, everything, baby. Holding it down for you, baby. He is holding it down. He going to make sure that he causes you to be the one that shine, baby. You going to shine amongst your enemies. They going to see everything that they were supposed to see the way that God intended it to be seen, okay? They thought that they were going to stop it. Because see, your light shines so bright. When you step in a room, people know you. They know it's something about you because they know the glory of God is on your life. They see the light that shines because God shines on you, baby. He keeps on letting it be known that you are the one, okay? You're the one that he called, but see, you ain't the one that they supposed to be messing with. You're not the 1, the 2, nor the 3, okay? You're not that one, but you are that one that God called, okay? You are the chosen one. You are that one. And see, the fact that they thought that they could stop you, baby, is so funny to me, baby, because I'm telling you, God has so much power that when he gives us power, it is within us, and it calls us to be able to even heal the sick, raise the dead. I mean, we can call it out, baby. It's so much power in God. God's power is so much stronger. But the fact that they thought that they could stop God the way his power is so funny. God laughs at those who think they're stronger than him. He laughs at those that keep saying, where's your God now? See, that's all they were saying. Where's your God now? They thought that your God was not answering your prayers. They thought that God was allowing them to take from you, baby. For the longest they took from you. For the longest they laughed at you. For the longest they manipulated you. For the longest they manipulated others to not like you, to reject you. But see, for the longest, God has always been watching. See, he sits high and he looks low. He's seen everything them people was doing. He's seen everything that them folks was doing behind your back. He's seen everything that they was gonna do. He knew what they was trying to do, and he stopped it before it could happen, baby. He already predestined your life. Your life is predestined. You were already called. See, he says, I called you to be a prophet amongst the nations. I called you to be a prophet amongst the nations. I want you to shine. He wants you to be the one that shines. See, amongst the nation does not really have to suggest that it means nations. It could be the people around you. You are the prophet. You are the one that is called. You are the anointed one that he's called to reach the nations, but reach the people around you. Reach the people at your work, to reach the people at your church, at your job, wherever it is, at your home. You are the one. And see, when it comes to you, and when it comes to your anointing, he's not going to let that go to waste. See, that's the thing. They didn't know that you were anointed. They didn't know that you were the one that God called, no matter how you were doing it. Sometimes God will place you in positions where there are people who are not godly people. He will put you there, baby, okay? He can put you in the industry where he's taking you, and you're the one that he's calling to change the game up for him. You're changing the game to bring these people to you, for you to be able to show that you are God. God is in you, that God is really living through you. And when they see that, that's going to cause them to think twice what they're doing. That's going to cause them to think twice of selling their soul. Okay, that's going to cause them to think twice for messing with you, baby. Do you hear me? He places you in different places. And see, that's the thing. They think that just because you're not in a position that they think you should be in, that you're supposed to just always be ministering in the church house, baby. God calls us out, okay? He called us out among the nations, okay? They think that just because you're not there, that they can come and do what they can do to you, that they can break what God is doing in you because they feel like you're in disobedience. But no, baby, this is what God wanted you to be the whole time. Okay, you better say that. Let's say that again. This is what God wanted you the whole time, to be around people that didn't know him, so that you can show who he is through you. Okay, and that's the thing about it. They thought that they could do that little spell work because they thought you were not in obedience with God. They thought you were not in obedience with God. They thought they was going to be able to stop you. But God says, nah, baby, I placed you there. That is where I want you to be. I want people to see me in you, even though they don't know who I am. I want you to be there to show that you have the light of God in your life. They see something different about you. But see, those things that they tried to take from you, God says that's already in you. They can't take what's in you, especially when it's from God. He already put it in you, and they thought that they was going to be able to break you to keep you from moving in your calling. They thought they were going to be able to break you from moving in what he's called you to do the things and use your gifts and continue to use your talents because God gave it to you, baby. But you've been doing your thing, and I'm excited about it. You've been doing your thing, and God is about to show you, look, I'm going to prosper you. I'm going to push you forward. I'm going to catapult you where I need you to be. You're right, exactly where I need you to be. You're exactly where God wants you to be. So don't worry about these fools. I'm trying to tell you, they can't take from you. They can't stop you, block you, break you, nor shake you, because God got you, baby. You better than blessed. You bigger than blessed. You bigger than them, baby. God, your God, the God that you serve is bigger than them. So you best to know it. Keep going, keep pushing. I love you guys. Peace and blessings. Now, I just know y'all don't went and got my book, The Burning Bridge. Y'all don't went and got my book, right? I got several of them, and they ready to be shipped to you today, okay? So make sure you go and get this book. All you got to do is look in the description bar below, or look on the description in the bio, okay? Go over there and get your book today. You're going to love this. This is going to help you to realize that God is still in charge. He is still moving in your life. So many blessings on top of blessings you're going to realize when you read this book, because you do not have to suffer alone, okay? I love you. Thank you. Make sure you go and get it. Go ahead and get it. Peace and blessings.